Republicans are hoping that for Christmas they can pass tax reform. Hey everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on NewsTalk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Well, I've been playing with this tax calculator that is out making its way around the internet, where you can actually put in your state, your income, head of household, married, filing separately, jointly, single, whatever option it may be, how much you make, all that kind of good stuff. And you can see exactly how much money you will probably save in this tax reform bill that was agreed to by the Senate and the House. Now, the hard part for the Republicans, passing the actual bill. It'll be easy to get through the House, obviously, but then when it comes to the Senate, they've got just a couple of, I guess you could call them landmines that they have to get through, and that includes sick U.S. senators and senators who have threatened in the past to vote against the bill, but now they seem as though they are on board and wanting to pass this. Listen, I've looked at this tax reform bill. I've looked at it from a number of different angles. I've looked at it even from a number of different states as far as options go. And for those of us here in Texas, it's a good bill. It's a good tax reform bill. Now, one thing I do worry about in the future, talking about 5-6 years from now, will we be paying more in taxes? Because these are not complete permanent tax cuts. These are tax cuts for the next 5 years or so, but in 7 years, some people will see their taxes go up. It's something that we have to think about, something that Congress will have to think about, because in 5 to 7 years, looks like we could be back here again talking about tax reform, which I'm perfectly fine with. Let's go ahead, let's get this passed, and then let's continue to tackle the issue of not only tax reform, but spending as well, and let's cut the deficit, something that needs to happen and something that Republicans and Democrats need to get on the same page with, and I don't see that happening anytime soon, but maybe we get a little bit of time here in order to deal with it. There are some losers in this. Some people in some of the high tax states will come out not as good as those in low tax states, like in the state of Texas. But it's something that's something where folks in those states will need to put pressure on state lawmakers and local lawmakers in order to get money back in their pockets. Listen, this is a good thing. It's a good thing for Republicans to get this tax reform bill through. Going into 2018, Republicans don't have a lot to cheer about. They don't have a lot of feathers in the cap, if you will, when it comes to big wins in 2017 with the 2018 midterm elections rolling around. If they can show, hey, the U.S. economy is good, which it is, the U.S. economy continues to be good, and more Americans have more money in their bank accounts, which if this tax reform goes through, it does look as though most Americans will have more money in their bank accounts. And if that's true, it's a great argument for Republicans to make in 2018 for the midterm elections as to why you should stick with Republicans and conservatives in these different midterm election races. It'll be something to watch. The Democrats will come on strong, of course, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in the U.S. Senate, what happens in the House. If I had to give a prediction for 2018, and when this time of year everyone's doing predictions, we're doing predictions on my radio show. We're only having the show Monday and Tuesday. I'll have guests fill in, so we'll be doing predictions. So my first prediction for 2018 is Republicans will hold on to the House. The Senate might be a toss-up, and that's something to keep an eye on. But right now, I think Republicans are in the driver's seat in both the House and the U.S. Senate. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show, weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time, NewsTalk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Have a great day. We'll talk later.